Okay, hello guys. It's Paul from Babel Tech here, and I just wanted to make a video to explain a few things about how to use the booking calendar and how to use something called short codes, which are a technique we can use to show this the booking calendar in different ways. Particularly, we can show the individual lesson booking calendar or packages. So I'll explain what I mean in a second. So first of all, I just want you to be aware of this page, which is from a company called Amelia. So the booking plugin which we are using is from this company. They're the vendor. So they have a page here which details all the different short codes which you can use to display calendars and packages, etc. So when I say short codes, I'm talking about these kind of square-shaped brackety things. Okay, um, so there's an opening square bracket and a closing square bracket, and anything in between those brackets tells the plugin what you want to display. So you can have a look through this. There's a lot of interesting information here that I think gives you a lot of flexibility about how to show things on your website. I want to point out also that they talk about booking 2.0 and booking 1.0. So currently, this is as of April 2023, we are using an older version of Amelia. So the booking 2.0 functionality is not available yet. At some point in the coming months, we will upgrade this to the latest Amelia version, which means that you will get access to these booking 2.0 shortcodes. But for now, I think we can get by quite fine with the booking 1.0 options. So anyway, let's take a look at this dummy website of mine that I use for demonstrations of this type. So you can see here under bookings services. Okay, I've got 4 services set up. So there's a trial class which is just $10, and I've also got 3 other classes here: a negotiations class, presentations class, and interview prep class. Right. So the first 2 are $50 each. This one's $45. Um, and also we've got categories. Okay, so and there are two services in each of these categories. Okay, so the first category is single classes and mini programs, and those 2 services that are indicated here are the trial class. Okay, because we wouldn't, I can't see any reason why you'd want to sell a program of trial classes, and interview prep, which for our purposes I've created as a mini program. All right. The multi-lesson programs category is for negotiations and presentations, and I've created a 10-lesson program for each of those. And so that'll become a bit more apparent if I click on packages here. Okay. So here we have the interview prep mini course. Okay, and if I click on that, sorry, I want to edit. Yep. So you can see that the services which this package contains are the interview prep service, and it has 3 appointments. So I'm selling a package of 3 of these lessons, basically, right? So 3 times 45 is 145. Now, negotiations. If we take a look at negotiations, the negotiations course. So I'm selling this negotiations class. There are 10 lessons, 10 classes in this package. So 10 times 50 is 500. Same with presentations. We've got the presentation lesson in there. 10 times $50 is $500. All right. Okay, so what can we do with all of this? Well, let's come across to the front end of the website. So we're going to start with a blank sheet here. So what I'll do first is show you how to display this trial class. Okay, so this is not a package; it's just like a standalone class or one-off trial class. So we don't want to sell this as a package. What we'll use for that is this short code here. So it says Amelia booking service equals one. So this is the demonstration that they have given. That one on the end, that's the ID, the service ID. If we take a look over here, our service ID is 4. Okay, so I'm going to copy all of that. I'll just wake up my keyboard. There we go. So copy that. And I want to use the HTML module for this. So we need to activate the page editor. And I'm going to look for the HTML module. There it is. So let's drag that out. And if I click in there, paste, and it was service ID equals 4 for the trial lesson. So let's save that. Okay, so let's hit done and publish and refresh the page. Okay, yeah. And so it's going to show us that calendar. I'm not sure why it was going to, I'm not sure why it was showing that that packages initially. I think that's just kind of like a browser cache thing. So after I refresh the page anyway, it shows us the booking calendar. So if somebody wants to book a trial lesson, they can, and they can see all of the like available times here to to book that trial. And if they click continue, that'll go to the checkout. So that's fine. Now, what if I want to show? What if I want to show, say, a widget where the user could choose between these two packages? What if I want to show them a way that they can choose between either a negotiations course or the presentations course? Well, we can do that because both of these packages are in the multi-lesson programs category, and that's got an ID of 28. So let's go back to here, enable the page editor again. Let's click on that. Now this time, what I want to do is type in category equals 28. Okay, wasn't it? Yeah, 28. Okay. And I want to show equals packages. All right. That's done. Publish. Refresh. Okay, so what I'll get now is this package selector widget where someone can choose between either of these courses. If they click on negotiations course, for example, and go through, I've got this screen which gives me a bit more information about just this course. Now, what if I only wanted to show the widget for just this course? Okay, what if I only wanted to show this and not have that selector where they could choose between negotiations or presentations? Well, we can do that if we come back to to the screen again. So we can see that negotiations is an ID of 9. Okay, so let's go Babel Tech page editor again. click on this again, what I'll do is change this to service equals 9. So that's the service ID for that lesson or that lesson type. But I want to show the packages. Okay, so I want to show like the package widget. So let's save that. Done. Publish. Refresh. Okay, and now I'm just showing the widget for this package alone. Right. So what if I want to show, let's say, right. So this mini course here. Okay. Actually, no. Let me show you something else. Let's say I want to show all of my packages. Okay. That means all of these packages here: the interview prep mini course, the negotiations course, the presentations course. So the way to do that, activate page editor again. Okay, is just remove this this filter and use show packages. So if I click save, done, publish, refresh. Right, and so now you can see I've got all of my packages in there. So this can be a very, I think, a very useful way if you want to show either all of your packages, or if you only want to show packages from a particular category. Like, maybe for example, I want to show these packages, but I don't want to show this package. Okay, this might be, for example, like a top up package. That's one use case where perhaps somebody went through each of these courses, or one of these 10 lesson courses, and they need like a top up of 3 lessons. Okay, so you could create a service called top up lessons or something, and put that into its own package, and then you could show that on the front end using the shortcodes I've just demonstrated. So we can either show all of the packages, or just limit it to some of the packages. Okay, so again, like if I just want to show these first two, packages, but not the top ups or the interview preps in this case, these two belong to the multi-lesson programs category, and we can check that. If I click on there, you can see that in this category drop down, it's got multi-lesson programs. Same for presentations, multi-lesson programs. So if I only wanted to show these, then I would limit it to the category ID equals 28. Again, let me show you that again. So the category equals 28. There we have it, just those 2 packages. Now, I guess one little gotcha to be aware of here is after we create a package, for one of these types of services, then this happens. So if I come to front end again, so what's the service ID? 5 for interview prep. Okay. So you remember I used service equals 4 to show the calendar for the trial lesson. But if I use service equals 5, okay, it's going to show us that. So when you put a service into a package, then anytime you use that service equals ID, it's going to show you this. Okay, it's not going to go directly to the calendar itself. So if you only want to sell this as a standalone kind of thing, like just a one-off lesson, I think you'll need to create a separate service for this and not put it into a package. So let's say, for example, okay, so this one, interview prep. Okay, what I'm going to do is duplicate this, and I'm going to call this interview prep 1 lesson. Yeah, and I'm going to leave it in the category single classes and mini programs. So let's save that. Okay, so there it is, interview prep 1 lesson. It's got an ID of 10. So what I'll do here is change this service equals 10. Save that. Done. Publish. Refresh. Okay, and that gives us the calendar. That gives us the booking calendar for that new lesson that we've created, that new class, that new service, I should say. Right. So that's that one there, the standalone one-off. So that's a little gotcha to be aware of. Anytime that you put a service into a package, it means that the front end is going to be a little bit different anytime you use that service equals ID shortcode. All right, so it's probably a fair bit to digest in that video. So reach out to me if you have any questions. Use the chat widget on the Babel Tech homepage, or send me an email. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right, so thanks for now.